with us this morning Aloisio Matos, Head of Cross-Border Payments for Inter, and Rodrigo Gouveia, CEO of INTR Marketplace. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here with you guys.
I'd like to start us off with a high-level overview of your company. Could you tell us what you do?
Okay, so we are a digital super app in Brazil with multiple services. So we started as a digital bank. We have a marketplace. We have insurance. We have investment. So we have a portfolio of products that has been available for the Brazilian population for a couple of years. And we're now moving to the US, offering the same service to the US market, initially focusing on the immigrant community that needs to send money and remittances, especially to Brazil and to Latin American countries, and also to other countries.
Well, could you tell us why Inter decided to acquire a remittance business in the US?
Sure. So we, in the US, we originally, we were Usend, so we're now called Inter Payments in the United States. We were a remittance company focused on the Brazilian communities, and also we provided cross-border payment services to large enterprises, mainly on the corridor from Europe and US to Brazil. And the idea of Inter to move to the US, the first thing for Inter to make a soft landing in the US was to have the proper license to start its operation. So Usend already had is a financial institution in the United States. We have the licenses to operate as a remittance business and as a digital platform and e-wallet service provided for any U.S. residents, including immigrants and non-immigrants. And also, it was an opportunity for Inter as we are a company with, I would say, 70% of the employees, Portuguese speakers that have lived in Brazil before. So for the integration purpose, would be a lot easier to acquire Usend than to start from scratch, or to find a company 100% US with English speakers or US employees. So there was a great opportunity for Inter for its soft landing in the United States.
Well, I'd like to zoom out a little bit. Can you tell us more about Inter Global and the products and services you already offer?
Sure. So we have right now in the US a US account. It's a digital account. We have a remittance services. We have a debit card. We have gift cards that can be acquired by customers that want to buy in any of the big stores in the United States with cash back. And we have the customers have the possibility to make payments of their bills in other countries. So if someone in the US wants to pay a bill, in Brazil, they can pay that, and we debit directly from its own account at InterCo Global, or let's say at a large bank in the United States. And also the possibility of these customers to make the phone top-ups in other countries. So these are all the features that we have nowadays live in our InterCo Global App.
Now, after the Brazilian community specifically, do you have a plan for which immigrant community to focus on after that?
Sure, yes, we do. Well, it's the Mexican community for sure, the whole Latin America, and we're gonna look what would be the best after that. So right now we can send money to 70 plus countries, but our main goal right now is with the Brazilian community, Mexican community, and some other countries in Latin America.
So it sounds like the Inter Marketplace is one of the biggest parts of the Brazilian super app. Why is this, and how will it evolve when it comes to the US?
Yes, I'll let Rodrigo answer all about this.
Yes, hi. I'll jump in here to really try to explain a little bit more. So I think the idea of creating a marketplace within a digital bank, I think we were probably the first driver, probably across the globe, not only in Brazil, to be honest. So I think the idea of combining, all the digital experience within a single platform of banking with non-banking services. So we thought is that we have a massive amount of clients in Brazil, and hopefully we'll be extending that to the US and other parts of the world soon. And we really believe that there is there was an opportunity when we started to also work with no financial services, because in the end of the day, we always joke here that everything goes through a financial transaction, right? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you go through that. So why not bring that experience from from outside world, from the e-commerces inside of the app platform, right? So really much what we try to explain what our marketplace or our Inter shop is really think about it like a physical shopping mall. When you enter the mall, there's the flagship stores, the big retail stores on the right side and left side, and you have your boutique stores, your specialty stores, you have your food court, you have your parking. So when you start populating and understanding all those products and services that are offered, why not bring that inside at a very seamless and single experience? So we were very successful with that opportunity. I think we were the first movers into creating this marketplace, and I also believe that the way we are exporting is quite unique as well. As Aloisio has been mentioning, Brazil is a major contributor to the U.S. economy in terms of tourists. Just this past year was, I think, over $5 billion spent by Brazilians there, and that's very little due to the pandemic. It used to be probably twice as much, so we'll keep growing. So we want to get that chunk as well. So part of the global account that we're creating to connect both countries, it goes through what Aloisio is mentioning. So there's also the Brazilian residents here that already have an Inter account that want to buy and to purchase at major stores. And why not we enable with negotiations with our partners there in the US, offer them coupons and discounts, whether it's online or whether it's an offline experience, combining with our offer in terms of experience and services. So that's a little bit of how we started here and how we're thinking about moving forward also in the US with a combination of our client database growth.
Well, continuing with this, what can the consumer expect when you expand to the U.S.?
So really, I think when we think about consumers, I think it's important to detach a little bit of what we're aiming. So we have two different targets today. One are the Brazilian residents that have the global account, that live in Brazil, that are traveling to the U.S. As I've mentioned, big market, big chunk of opportunity, and this client soon will be able to have these gift cards that we call, but pretty much they are discounts on any purchases, Apple, Amazon, Best Buy, all those major retailers that we can think of. That could be a great experience. And we also have the U.S. residents, as Aloisio mentioned, that we're really much focused on the the Latinos, the immigrant community. And for the immigrant community, we already have this opportunity for this gift cards or this coupons, discounts to be bought within our app. And we also have a program that we call the affiliate programs, where we have over 100 stores that are already plugged into us. And if you start your purchase through our app and you finish your purchase at our partner's e-commerce site, you can also earn cash back on top of that. So we're offering now between 5 to 10% cash back on any specific purchase on major retailers and industry players. So those two are right now available at our Inter app in the US.
That's fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Thank you.